The question is, are all problems researchable? The answer is no. Not all problems around us are researchable. There are two types of problems. We have the researchable problems and then the non-researchable problems. Researchable problems are those that have a possibility of thorough verification and investigation, which can be effected through the analysis and collection of data. In contrast, the non-researchable problems do not need to go through these processes. Non-researchable problems are the ones which have only one answer to the problem. And so once that answer is found, then the problem is on its way to be solved. We all know what causes cholera, and so we don't need to undertake a research in order to, by looking at the problem, you are able to tell the answers. The research process doesn't need to be undertaken in order to find out solutions to these problems. As noted by Fisher et al. 1993, a problem will qualify as a potential research problem when the following three conditions exist. 1. There should be a perceived discrepancy between what it is and what it should have been. This implies that there should be a difference between what exists and the ideal or planned situation. This presupposes that if there is no difference between what should be and what is the reality, then that means there is no gap at all. And so what should be and what is the reality is the same, and therefore there is no problem at all. Secondly, there should be a question of why the problem exists in the first place. This also implies that the reason for the problem is, or the reason for the discrepancy is a bit unclear. Therefore, it gives us a motion to actually undertake a research to find out the reasons or why the problem actually exists. And finally, there should be multiple answers to the problem. And so why a problem exists, it could be because of this, it could be because of that, it could be because of something else. There should be no one single answer to a particular problem. If there is only one single answer to a research problem, then you do not have a research at all. You only be sure you have a research problem if you have noticed that there are so many answers to the problem, or there are so many predictive reasons why a problem could exist. And so if this happens, then you are moved to go into research to also find out why or what could actually be the real reason a problem exists. There should be a difference between the ideal and the real. What is happening right now and what should be. There should be a difference. There should be a gap between the two. There should be more than one possible answers to the problem. And so there should be multiple answers to the problem that you claim to be a research problem. If there are more than one answers, then your problem is a researchable problem.